Tonight, we're seeing incredible new images of the Artemis II mission. The 4 NASA astronauts are now closer to the moon than they are to the Earth. Officials say this historic spaceflight has been going smoothly, except for one issue that's been grabbing everyone's attention: a problem with the space toilet. Orko Manna is live from the Johnson Space Center with more on that and what the astronauts are saying about their journey so far. Orko.
Yeah, Trayson, everyone is fascinated with the space toilet. The Artemis II crew has contingencies in place while the problem is being worked on, so that is the good news. Today we got an update on that from officials here inside this auditorium, and we also heard from the astronauts up in space who are making history.
We were catching glimpses of the far side, the side that you can never see from Earth.
The crew of the Artemis II mission inching closer to the moon on their historic 10-day space flight, going farther into space than any human ever before. Stunning images showing the moon and the Earth from their perspective inside the Orion capsule.
As 4 humans who have looked at the moon our entire lives, it just looked different out the window, and that is wild. It just really put our place in the universe in perspective.
It was a half Earth, then it was a full Earth, and then it was a no Earth. It's just really amazing. To watch the moon grow is exciting. That's our destination. That's where we're locked onto.
Right now, the astronauts are closer to the moon than they are to Earth. They're putting Orion through a series of tests and will be making observations about the moon's surface when they orbit around it that'll inform future missions. The crew enjoying their time in space, even while asleep.
Most of us have been sleeping really well. For me, sleeping in space is one of the most comfortable ways to sleep, and it's very deep sleep.
The mission has been going well so far, but officials say there's a problem with the space toilet, specifically a venting issue with the wastewater tank. They believe the blockage is due to ice. Their efforts to fix it made possible by how accurate the capsule's trajectory has been.
It allowed us to put Orion space capsule in an attitude that will put sun on the vent of that wastewater tank to see if we can try to heat that up and get that wastewater vented. We were partially successful. We got about half of the urine out of those tanks. So we'll continue to troubleshoot on that.
While that gets resolved, the Artemis II crew is being told to use their collapsible contingency urine devices, or CCUs. But those astronauts are still all smiles as they get ready for their lunar flyby, which is expected to happen on Monday. And a fun fact here, Mission Control here in Houston plays a wake-up song every day for the Artemis II crew to get them ready for their day, every day of this mission. Today's song was Pink Pony Club by Chapel Roan. Reporting live tonight from the Johnson Space Center, Orko Manna, KHOU 11 News.
All right, a hit there and amazing images there as well. Thanks so much, Orko.